Alright. Hey guys. A little improv stream for beginning of the day. But it is Pokemon Day. Or is tomorrow Pokemon Day? Either way. It's close enough to Pokemon. Close enough to Pokemon. And by that, I mean Pokemon Direct. So here in about give or take 6 minutes, we are going to be getting some new Pokemon information. We're going to be getting a new Pokemon Direct, hopefully talking about Gen 8 Pokemon. But really no one has any kind of idea what is going to be coming. So right now I'm just giving some time for people to actually get here, if they want to watch. So what do you guys think it's going to be? I have no idea. I was saying before, on a live stream yesterday actually, people were asking me my opinions and stuff. I really personally just don't want it to be anything kind of like how Pokemon has been lately. It would help if I actually do this. There we go. So you guys know we're talking about Pokemon. But yeah, it basically, I don't want it to be Sun and Moon, or pretty much anything that's been going on lately, which is what I think it will be. Like, basically, I hope that they follow the formula of kind of like how most Nintendo Switch games have been going lately, and following like this open world trend. You know, because we have like Mario Odyssey, which is open world. We have Breath of the Wild, which is open world. A lot of games are starting to go open world, and I would love for Pokemon to kind of, in a way, go back to its roots. So, kind of go that direction. I felt like Sun and Moon, along with a lot of the newer Pokemon games, They try to have a deep, compelling story, which is fine, because you know me, I like, good story in video games, but the issue is I felt like that Game Freak or Pokemon Company or whoever you want to call it, I feel like that they were holding your hand the whole time. Like, literally through the whole game. It's like, basically, you get all the way to the Pokemon League, and it's like, oh, hey, wasn't that a fun adventure? Now just go beat the Pokemon League, I know you can do it, type of thing. Another issue I had with those games is that they're trying to also appeal to the competitive scene, so they want to make sure that they bring back all the past items that were relevant to the competitive scene. So, like, you got your Mega Stones, your plates for Arceus, your hold items, your insert something here. There's tons and tons of items from all the past generations, and I feel like that every new generation they try to carry over all those items. Oh.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Here we go. I'll turn this down a little bit though.
Today, I would like to share some very special information with all of you.
That started really quickly.
Pokemon trainers all around the globe have already enjoyed many adventures in the various regions of the Pokemon world.
Okay, I kind of predicted this.
Along the way, trainers have encountered many different Pokemon, battled against countless other Pokemon trainers, and experienced stories all their own.
Now you're not doing it anymore.
And this year, a new Pokemon journey will begin for all of you.
Well, I was right about Gen 8.
We've prepared a special video to welcome you to the setting of your next adventure.
Woo!
Please take a look.
Not game footage, not final. Wait, so this is game footage? It's supposed to take place in Europe, I guess. Like, kind of based off Europe. I can see it. Yep, that's definitely Europe. Pika! Okay, okay. No new Pokemon. Some of these settings are really cool. I'll say this, they can at least make a good trailer. New legendary? No, that's definitely a starter. That's a fire starter. So we have another, like, Mudkip looking thing. Mudkip Gecko. And a grass monkey. And I also predicted that they were going to do the 3 starters. So that's funny. Sword and Shield? Really? Really? Never thought I'd see that.
Today, we are pleased to announce all new entries in the main series of Pokemon RPGs for Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. And for an introduction to the adventure that awaits you in these games, I'd like to ask this next guest to tell you more.
I'm Junichi Masuda from Game Freak, and I've been working as the producer for these titles. Right now, we at Game Freak are hard at work on the development of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Cool.
For the veteran Pokemon trainers who have experienced so many adventures with us up until now, for the new trainers who held a Pokeball for the first time in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu game, or the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee game, and for all those out there looking to become Pokemon trainers for the first time.
So they're catering to newbies.
These games will be new entries in the Pokemon series. Role-playing games that will get any player fired up and excited.
They're aiming this toward the casual
Since
normies.
these are new entries, naturally, you'll find that they take place in a new region, with never-before-seen Pokemon living there, and new adventures you've yet to experience.
What about the veteran players?
So let's turn to the director of these games, our own Mr. Omori, to hear more.
I'm Shigeru Omori from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The setting of these games is known as the Galar region.
Galar region, huh?
Galar is an expansive region with many environments, containing idyllic countryside and contemporary cities, vast plains, and craggy snow-covered mountains.
Yeah, I guess that's Europe, huh? I mean, that makes sense. UK?
People and Pokemon live here, and they've worked together to develop the industries in the region.
Looks like a nice big world.
Here in this region, you'll visit gyms with the newly discovered Pokemon you choose to be your first partner, aiming for
Cool.
the enviable and admirable title of champion.
Gyms are back, good.
So let's get to know the Pokemon that could be your next partner. The chimp Pokemon, Grookey. This mischievous Pokemon is full of boundless curiosity. The rabbit Pokemon, Scorbunny, which is always running about, bursting with energy. And the water lizard Pokemon, Sobble. It's a bit timid, shooting out attacks as it hides itself in the water. You'll choose one of these distinct Pokemon to be your trusty partner and set out across the Galar region on a new adventure.
I guess
Along the
I
way,
like the
there will be
bunny.
many more never-before-seen Pokemon waiting to meet you and be discovered. As we work on the development of these games, our goal has been to create the greatest Pokemon experience yet. We're challenging ourselves to try new things, while still treasuring what makes Pokemon special. So we hope you'll all be looking forward to the adventures awaiting you in the Galar region.
What kind of new things?
So, what did you think? Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will be released simultaneously worldwide in late 2019.
Late 2019? That's probably November.
And that's not all you'll have to look forward to in 2019. We've got plenty in the works for the Pokemon brand that we hope will delight you.
Toys, games,
Thank you all
merchandise.
for tuning in today.
Alright, interesting. Yeah, that was a short little 7-minute direct. Not even joking. Short and straight to the point. Okay, so like Game Freak. Okay. So let's talk. Let's talk. Okay, so Game Freak, when they normally do announcements and things, they have this tendency of keeping all their cards really kind of close to their chest and then revealing more and more information like as time goes on, like at E3 and other things. So I'm actually shocked that this is actually as big as it is in terms of information. Like if I recall correctly, when they revealed Sun and Moon, when they revealed Sun and Moon, they had a bunch of fluff at the beginning. And then they revealed the name of like the new season, of the new generation. And that's pretty much it. So, I mean, what we got was kind of nice, actually. I did like the way the region looked. I thought that it was expansive and that there was a lot going for it there. I'm shocked that they kind of gave us the starters. We don't know the legendaries yet, which I'm kind of okay with. I'm assuming it's some kind of sword Pokemon, some kind of shield Pokemon at this point. Kind of like what's that one Pokemon from X and Y? Honedge, or however you say it. Let's see. This guy. So, like, so, I mean, we already seen Sword and Pokemon. Like, Sword Pokemon. No, I did not jump off. I did not do that. So, I mean, it's not uncommon. But, yeah, anyway. Going back to the starters. The starters were interesting. I wish they would do more. Okay, so yeah, I wish they would do more with the starters. I guess Chaucer is going to be joining me in the Real Talk room. There we go. So yeah.
Okay. Hopefully I don't sound horrible.
You sound terrible, just like I do, so it's fine.
I just mean like I'm on my phone.
Oh. You can also turn off the stream, that'd be great.
Turn off the stream.
Yeah, because I could hear myself.
I mean, the stream's not on.
Oh, well, I was definitely hearing myself through your phone, so... Anyway. Yeah, that was definitely interesting. Again, the region looked pretty expansive. Again, it kind of looked like, I wish they chose different species. Tired of rabbits, monkeys, and lizards. They have been pretty common. That was kind of my first reaction too. They've been kind of common as of late. I guess I like the rabbit the best, so maybe I'll go with that. I mean, they have to try to go for the cute whatever for the starter Pokemon to get everyone all hyped up and whatever, you know. It looks mechanically a lot like Sun and Moon, except for on Switch. So better graphics for sure. It looked really cool. I wish for the starters, going back to that idea, I wish they would kind of choose different elements to start off with at this point, because fire, grass, and water are just, it's so overdone anymore. I mean, we've had 8 different generations where you start off with fire, water, grass, and it's annoying. Like, it'd be cool if they start with like a psychic type, a rock type, dark type, whatever, you know, just something. because a lot of it does kind of feel the same a lot of times. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I mentioned this during the thing too. It sounded like they were catering more toward, it sounds like they were catering more toward Let's Go fans with that presentation. Because, like, you've played Let's Go, but this is an all, RPG experience. This is different, guys. This is gonna be a little more extreme than you're used to, but that's okay. I guarantee you'll be able to handle it. That's what I kind of felt like they were doing.
Yeah, but that's smart though, because I mean, you have a fair amount of people that bought Let's Go, so you gotta show like, hey, this is gonna be a little bit different, and then of course, the people who've played Pokemon over and over and over again, they know what to expect, so that's why they kind of have to be like, hey, this is gonna be different. You're gonna have to, do different things here.
True. Very true. I mean, no, and I know they catered it well. They did it well. They didn't show off any wild battles. This is true.
They didn't show off any wild battles.
There was no battle mechanics being shown.
What are you talking about?
Show me where they did.
Pikachu?
And also, you gotta turn off the stream or something. Or me talking. One of the two.
I mean, I'm trying to hit it when, like, you're not talking, but, that doesn't all.
Alright, let me go back. Let me see if I can pull up. Wow, Nintendo already put this on. That's funny.
I mean, they literally just showed, like, one attack against the Pikachu, but I mean, that was a wild.
Welcome to the
Let's see.
I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Alright, let's run through this again and see what we got. It does look a little bit more open world. And I like a lot of the areas. I said that before. I like a lot of the areas that they showed off.
Well, it's kind of steampunkish, it looks like, which I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess if you want to pass that off as a wild battle, but that's not really what I was looking for.
Well, I mean, what were you looking for? Because that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But, and I guess none of the trailer did show off any, like, real mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't show, like, the actual menu or anything.
It's Pokemon UK. That's... Get rid of that Let's Go. We don't want Let's Go UK. But you're right, it is steampunk-ish, and it's definitely UK. They said that they were going to be doing Europe, so, I mean, it makes sense for the steampunk thing.
Europe is steampunk?
Well, kinda. I mean, I kind of think London and Europe and UK and stuff like that when I think steampunk, personally.
I suppose, sure.
But yeah, no, the world it looks like that there's a lot more game, which is good. I'm glad, I hope there's a lot more game, because if you look at that overworld map, let's go back and look at the overworld map. Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield. Let's see, yeah. Go ahead.
You mean look at Galar? I mean, yeah, it looks pretty big. But I mean, again, we haven't really seen much of any.
There we go, yeah. That's what I was looking for. Not you. Not you. Okay. So yeah, if you look, like, you start off down here at the bottom, and then you kind of work your way all the way up, which, I mean, it doesn't really show you exactly how big everything is going to be. but I don't know. Because I guess this is where you're going to start your house. This is probably the next town over. You journey through the mountains and stuff like that. And then you hit London. And then there's some trains and there's some things and stuff. And then there's this big guy here, which is the steampunk place. I mean, I'm worried that it's going to be about the same as everything else, which is what I predicted, right? But I hope that it's actually going to be a lot bigger world to explore. And I also, we don't know anything about the story. We just don't know. But what information we did get is pretty cool, I guess.
I mean, it definitely wasn't much though. But my initial reaction, and of course I'm the outlier here. Of course, my initial reaction was like, "Yep, that looks like Pokemon."
Pretty much. And I mean, that's what it was too, right? Wow, they were 7 minutes on the dot. Like, they made sure 7 minutes. Holy crap. No fluff whatsoever, man. Oof.
Oh wow.
So yeah, well, as I was saying before, this is actually pretty good for Game Freak. Because usually when they do like a little trailer like this or something, there's usually tons and tons of fluff. Like, I was going back to Pokemon X and Y, or even no, it was Sun and Moon. Yeah, it was Sun and Moon, where they're like 20 years of Pokemon in the making, and they showed off a little tidbit, like for like 15 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever, of each Pokemon generation. Like, this has been your journey throughout all the years, and then at the very end, all they did was reveal the name Sun and Moon.
Well, I mean, was that like an anniversary thing, and also maybe they weren't ready to show gameplay or the actual stuff?
I mean, that could be, but that's what their thing was. Back in the day, that's what they did for this reveal trailer that they revealed out in March. So I mean, they're notorious for like not showing off anything, and then when E3 comes around, then they'll start showing little by little until they pretty much are revealing the whole game at the by the time the game is ready to be released.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
The Galar region, though, that's an interesting name. Oh, I just hope it's not Sun and Moon. Like, I hope they said that they're trying new things, and they're trying to keep the core gameplay mechanic, which is fine. But I want to see what these new things are, because they try new things every generation. This is not changed. This is nothing new. Literally nothing new, because they keep trying all sorts of new stuff. I mean, look at Sun and Moon. They had that 4-way battle royale battles, which never took off because they were laggy as all heck on the 3DS. But they still tried something new. They try something new every generation. We had Mega Evolutions. We had whatever. There's always something new. But I hope they finally get their head out of their butt, and I doubt it, though, because if they're catering to Let's Go players, and the trailer was made for Let's Go players, and catering to them, I almost guarantee you they're gonna hold your hand through this game again. Which I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it anyway, but go on.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was wondering if they're gonna be handholdy again. And see, that's the thing. Here's where I'm at. And again, I'm coming from someone who's not a huge fan of Pokemon. Sorry, I had to cough. I'm so I will see what I think about it. Crap, sorry. It just like pinged something. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this one. If it's $60 and it's the same Pokemon experience, I'm gonna take a hard pass on it. which I don't know if people will do that or whatever.
No, people won't
how
do
much
that.
was how much was Let's Go? Was it six?
Yeah.
Oof. So yeah, it's gonna be $60. And it's just like if it's open world, kind of gives you freedom, that kind of stuff. I mean, that would be kind of cool. But if it's like the same, you know, same thing again, I just don't care. Like I was kind of hoping it'd be a little different, and I get that they're probably not going to change it that much because a lot of, Pokemon fans are into what Pokemon is. But I was still hoping for a little bit more of a change. But again, I'm someone who doesn't like Pokemon, so there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a hardcore Pokemon fan. I like Pokemon, but it again, it looks very samey. I just hope that it is different enough from like Sun and Moon and the newer games that they can actually feel comfortable with letting people explore. Like don't explore that. That's a light socket. That'll zap you.
Oh my god.
I don't know. You know, like it's like they're trying to babby proof the game.
Yeah, don't go over here. Those Pokemon might hurt you.
Exactly. So I don't know, but again, it looks cool. I'm definitely gonna be picking it up, because that's what I do. um, I play Pokemon games, so there you go. Regardless of how good or bad or twisted or whatever they are. Um, and we'll have to. I want to see more. That's basically where I'm at. I'm glad that we got the region reveal. I'm glad we got some starters revealed. We got a name reveal. Sword and Shield. I can't believe they went with Sword and Shield of all things. That's crazy. We went from colors to letters, to terraformations, and now Sword and Shield. Interesting.
See, I like it. I didn't think it was bad. I know some people in the Twitch chat were like,
Yeah, I mean, it was weird. It just feels weird. That's all. Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield. I mean, it makes sense. Makes sense. Just wasn't expecting it.
yeah, they're gonna start coming up with like weird combos. Like it's gonna be Pokemon fish and chips or Pokemon. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, like Pokemon Plus, Pokemon Minus. I thought we were gonna get that one already. But yeah, so that's what we got, guys. My final thought is I want to see more information on it. Which we'll get in time. Like I said, once E3 comes around, we'll be getting that, and we'll just have to take it from there. But it's cool to have what we have right now because people can start speculating, people can start creating rumors, people can start talking and creating hype about it. So they did good for what they needed right now as terms of marketing and whatnot.
Yeah, just hopefully it runs better than it did on the 3DS.
Oh, I guarantee you it will, because it already looks really really good, and I don't doubt that the Switch has enough power to run a Pokemon game.
True.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. I just seen in Twitch chat is I can't wait to spend $120 on these games. That's true, because some people do pick up both games.
Which that's crazy. That's like a third Pokemon game.
Yeah. I mean, because they were normally $40.
I know that's what I'm saying though. It's like it's the same price of 3 Pokemon games. If you were to get 3 Pokemon games, all
Like on 3DS.
yeah.
Oh yeah, people are commenting on the soccer thing, which I guess is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I keep watching people in chat going, Pokemon, FIFA.
Just let EA have Pokemon, see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any final thoughts?
I'm disappointed, but I knew I was going to be.
Okay, well, that makes sense then. Huh. I like to play higher than 25 FPS. Oof. Wow, there's actually some pretty, I don't know, there's some mixed feelings on this, I think.
Well, I think they're just like, well, I think it's just because of Sun and Moon, like, kind of was like, what the,
Wow, people are not happy.
I mean, I think people got disillusioned thinking that it was going to be like some great, like, huge change because it was coming to like a console, like a home console. But like, everyone should have expected this. It's not anything like I knew what it was going to be. Of course, I wanted a change, but it's not going to happen.
Well, people are saying it's underwhelming, it's... Wow, there's a lot of negativity now that I'm looking at the chat. Whoa.
You're also looking at Facebook, I guess, or not Facebook. Wow, YouTube chat. All right, YouTube.
No, I'm looking at Twitch chat.
Well, Twitch chat's also full of butts, so like I don't know what you're expecting.
No, I know, but I just like to get a good roundabout, you know, kind of get from all sides.
It's fun to hate on things.
Yeah, true. Too short to disappoint me. That's true. I mean, it's hard to kind of even get a good idea of what you had going there, based off of what we had. But well, again, it's just one of those things. But we'll have to see. It's like what you said though. A lot of people were getting in their heads that it's going to be this huge open world game, kind of like Breath of the Wild. That it's going to be, just the most amazing thing ever. But Masuda came out and said a long time ago, months and months and months ago, that it's going to be like a core game. It's going to be a core game. It's going to be a lot of the same stuff that you guys, know and love and everything else. He basically said it's going to be pretty much the same kind of thing. And people got in their heads, oh, it's going to be this spectacular whatever, and he was just being honest. It's going to be the same kind of thing.
It's gonna be Pokemon Skyrim or Pokemon Breath of the Poke.
Yeah, that's what people thought, and I knew this was going to happen actually, because people were getting all these ideas in their head, like, oh, it's going to be a huge open world game, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. And they admitted, they came out and said, it's going to be, following the same formulas that you guys know and love. Okay, well, they think that we know and love Sun and Moon, and it's going to follow the same formula, so it's going to be the same kind of thing. And now people are all disappointed, like I knew that they would be, because it's just the core Pokemon thing like it's always been.
I'm still hoping for. See here, okay. Here's where I'm coming from, and Vicious. I don't mean to be like, I don't want to be like too negative or whatever. Like you were saying, it was only 7 minutes. It's too short to disappoint you.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I'm disappointed is I wanted a change, but I've always wanted a change since like the beginning. Because I played, Red, I played Yellow, I played, whatever in the beginning. It's not my thing. I just get bored of it. But I was hoping for something different this time. But I'm trying to think.
Well, it's like I said before, it what they want is like the quick one like these quick match games, right? They're trying to cater to these, Fortnite lovers. Kids these days are into Fortnite. They're into whatever these games that have these quick rounds. They play around, they finish up, move on to the next thing, or they, go and walk away and do whatever. If they want to cater to that, but they don't need an RPG adventure game. and they're trying to change an RPG adventure game to fit that kind of mold, and it just doesn't work because at the end of the day, you can't change a core genre's elements like an RPG, an action game. What they want to do, if they want to cater to that kind of people, is just remake Pokemon Stadium. That's all they got to do is remake Pokemon Stadium. You just get in there, you do some battling, you play a couple rounds, and then you move on to the next thing.
Well, see, that's actually interesting you say that because you did hear that they said they had some other things that you could look forward to. And I think they were talking about like different Pokemon game. So I almost wonder if they were going to do like a stadium or something like that. But I don't think the problem is so much that they're trying to make it like a quick thing like that. Although stadium would fit that kind of well, where you can just like jump in and do some matches like online against people or whatever. And that would be cool. But no, it's see, here's my thing. I was hoping for like an art style change. I was hoping for maybe like a just well, I like just a change of like how you interact with the environment. That's where I what I wanted. I think even just something simple as that, like um even being able to just see the world a little bit differently, I think would make it a little bit more engaging and a little bit more interesting than the old top down wander around, find Pokemon, etc., etc.
True, kind of like add like a person element where you can like rotate the camera or something.
Yeah, I mean, like third person, would, I think, make that really engaging. At least it would for me.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. That would be um, a really cool thing. And I did notice it's funny that you bring up the art style because I did notice some comments about people not liking the art style. But honestly, it looks just like all the other 3DS, 3D-ish Pokemon games. Like they haven't really changed anything.
Well, that's my point. And like, obviously, Pokemon's still going to be kid friendly, and that's fine. I'm not asking for like realistic, like gritty Pokemon here. I mean, that would be cool, but I mean, it's like I kind of was hoping for something not just 3DS graphics. Well, I mean, obviously, it looks better than 3DS graphics, but I was still hoping for something a little bit more interesting than like Let's Go.
Yeah, yeah, because it does look. And I think that's like a big issue that they're kind of falling into in all the games lately. Not just Pokemon, but like with Mario and whatever. Zelda does not fit this mold. Zelda has been changing their art style constantly, and that's good. Um, but a lot of games like your Mario's, your Pokemon's, whatever, the art style has been pretty consistent, where it's just more. They try to go more and more lifelike, well, sort of lifelike, I guess. And I think that's what's making things really stale for a lot of these games because they're not changing up the art styles and stuff.
You think it looks lifelike?
Well, as lifelike as you can get with a Nintendo game.
Well, I mean, like Mario Odyssey, and stuff like that. I thought the graphics were great. I mean, obviously Zelda's been changing constantly. Again, I don't mind like a cartoony or like a cell shaded look. And Odyssey I thought looked flipping fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Me too. Yeah. But I mean, like, I wouldn't say like that's bothering me. And again, like, I don't mind Pokemon again having like a childlike look to it. But like I was still hoping again, I was just hoping for something different than it looked like they just ported 3DS.
I mean, they kind of did look like they did that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up this discussion here. If you guys have any thoughts or want to talk it further about stuff, you can always hit me up on the Discord, or if you have any comments or concerns or anything about, toward me or Chowster or opinions or whatever, be sure to let us know either in the comments section, because I'm going to post this up on YouTube as well. or you can, like I said, hit me up at the Discord or the Twitter or anything. There's tons of ways to contact me, us, him, me, whatever. So yeah, Pokemon. Hopefully we'll see some more here soon. But anyway, guys, that's it for this. You guys have an awesome rest of the day. I will catch you guys in the next stream. And as always, this is Wolfblade.
And this is Chester.
Signing out.